Where? Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go? Santa. Why is Clover... Oh, shit. Freeze. Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head. Get up. Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he?
I wonder if anyone else actually had the bombs on them or just Gentaro and the Ninth Man.
Wait, if anybody else what?
Actually had the bombs on them except for Gentaro and the Ninth Man.
That'd be so great if it was just those two and everybody else has been basically safe. Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but... Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking? Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true. That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out.
Okay.
And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be all right. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens. Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean that we're trapped here? So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, all right, we can do this. I just gotta... No. It's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door.
Who's left? We got 5, 8... We got 5, 8, 7, 4, and 2, right? 7 and 2 make 9. 5 and 4 make 9, and then there's 8.
So that gets us a total of 7 currently?
Yeah.
So we'd have to subtract...
We can subtract 2.
2. That doesn't help us.
Yeah, it doesn't help us.
What would we... So we have to subtract 8 total. Or add 1.
No.
Right? Or add 2? Subtract 8 or add 2?
Right, because we're at what? 2 and 7 make 9, 5 and 4 make 9, and then there's 8. So we'd either need to add 1 or subtract 8. Because Lotus is the odd one out here.
Wait, if we subtract 8, then it adds up to 0, right?
Yeah, which is 9.
Oh. Sorry. Brain.
Yeah, no, it's all right. And even with Snake's little cheat, I don't think that doesn't help us here.
Yeah.
So unless they realize that none of them are meant to die and they do just go through and they're fine.
Mm.
And they're going to do the math for us.
Fucking Lamau. Is there any combination that'll work? Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
It's really the time for that.
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh? Ah, man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that, jeez. What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that. All right, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see.
There's only, the only one that gets them out of there with all of them is the one that leaves Lotus behind.
What? Then there's no other way. Lotus.
Yeah, that's me.
Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus. Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did. Without, if you're not, look, it'd be bad, alright? For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad? Bad how?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Oh, we're going Tsundere now, are we? Huh?
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7?
He's right, I'm not leaving you either. Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandoned you, did you? You are all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't exactly see what happened, but I was able to guess that what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No, what is this? Why? The digital route should be 9. It has to be 9. Why isn't it opening? So maybe it isn't a 9 door. Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Or, because our original thought was that Ace isn't allowed to survive the game. He can't get through. That is what I said. Two plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9.
You were right. It ain't opening.
And we did a whole bunch of math when we were putting out our final theory earlier about how this could all work. If for everyone surviving that, assuming the person knew that Snake could just take off his arm. However, knowing that Santa's a part of it now, he wouldn't factor into this. I wonder if the door just opens for everyone who isn't involved with the game and doesn't need to die. Which would be these 5 here.
Well, it doesn't open.
Well, with the 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
Because they were trying to make a digital route of 9. I wonder if the door opens as long as the 5 who aren't involved and don't need to die are here. It did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out.
So it's not a 9 door. It's just an end door. It's the end door, but the 9 is there because it was 9 in the last game and it was already painted there.
The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that whole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end.
Doubt. Excuse me?
Akane vision!
Well, so... I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch, I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. He was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. So that's why Mind Swap was in the fucking library earlier. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on.
That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Inside of Junpei. Got him. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That's why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me. Come on, over here!
Oh.
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling.
Do you want me to take over being him?
Yeah, since we know it's him.
I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up.
We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry.
I want to go home.
She cried.
I want to go home.
The girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart, but just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake. Light! Light!
Snake's name is Light, huh? Okay. Hello, everyone. Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she's over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Clover's 18?
Apparently.
Okay. I've been clocking her as much younger than that this entire time.
Yeah.
Which is why I felt it was so weird that she had been in the first game. But okay, sure. As he spoke, he pulled something out of his pocket. In his hand were 9 four-leaf clovers. I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or sister in Building Q with Clover, right? For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off the ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things that you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us, and I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now, don't ever forget this. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand? When he finished, the tension
of only a few minutes before was gone. We were all calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with the 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape. What are we gonna do?
There aren't any other doors?
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Wait, there must be a way out of this room. Otherwise, the whole experiment is meaningless. And
yeah, that's what I've been noodling over as well. What would the purpose be?
because the whole purpose is that the people in Building Q would be able to solve it and send that information over here. And they're making the situation dire, so that way the inspiration will come, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is a way to get out of this room. Otherwise, there would have to be a way to get out of it, otherwise the experiment is pointless.
Mm.
So I wonder.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat, emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What?
Oh, what's happening?
What did that thing say?
Oh, that didn't sound good at all.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn?
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start, and incinerate means to burn.
No!
Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. And then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 had.
The rest happened just like 7 had said it did. The 4 of us who stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door number 9. On the opposite of the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. We ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs that we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. And that was when I realized. Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Junpei's present? I knew I'd had it with me when he passed through the vent. And then had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. And finally I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. There it is! Just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but I ran back towards the stairs in freedom. The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Oh, hey, wonderful to see you decided to come back, eh?
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment. So, to continue the reason is he doesn't just want to wantonly burn a kid. He needs the danger for the inspiration.
But inspiration for what? Is it that there's a way out that doesn't involve a numbered door?
I guess that must be it. Or maybe the inspiration is just that the numbered door doesn't work the way you think it does.
And yet this time it did work the way that folks thought it did. At least the first time. A group totaling 9 went through.
A group totaling out, that doesn't necessarily... Did Snake say that they checked the door and everything? Or did they just... That group went through?
I don't think we heard if they checked it specifically.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I keep coming back to. Because, Hongo's put a lot of money into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume that what he's doing here is consistent with his goals of having this experiment play out. And if that's the case, then the only way I can rationalize that is if there is a way for the person who's supposedly sending the information to her to tell her what the answer is.
I shook my head, eyes wide. And slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. And then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me, kid.
There's an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could. No, stop, let go of me, let go! I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. I was still only a child. There's no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm and trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed, "Help me, somebody! Help me!" And then suddenly,
Akane.
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane.
He cried my
Oh.
name. Wow, you sounded just like the detective there for a moment, bro. Anyway, ah! He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo. You came back, I cried out. But then,
You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. Ah! The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With a cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat there next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved both of them over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point of all this? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the other 2 doors slid shut as well.
He scanned 2 bracelets, left them in there with her, and then walked away. So he filled up part of the scanner's display, but like she could easily get rid of that by just running it real quick and having it run an error.
Yeah.
So why?
Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward door with number 9.
Akane, are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried and frightened voice. Help me! My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room. What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
And then it started again.
Warning! Warning! Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Junpei vision?
Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit. Man, I knew what it was going to say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice. I knew it. It's starting.
Santa has started the incinerator.
Fuck, man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the actual hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years, then it's something. You're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
What kind of an idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well,
God damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
what? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button. There isn't anything like that. And how the hell do you know? Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that.
I swear to God, you all are all just fucking with me right now, right?
Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What? What else can I say about it but, what the hell is that?
What is that? What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it.
I wonder if on the DS originally these traded back and forth between the two screens.
That'd be cool.
I would bet money that it almost certainly did.
It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor and a keyboard and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them up, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen, and it was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears.
This is how they save Akane 9 years ago. I get it now.
All I can see on this screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
All right, back to this thing.
Dude was staring at his face for 2 whole minutes.
If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important, but what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, then how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though? What is this? Ooh, what's up?
It looks like some sort of a puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8. Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Well, I mean, yeah, we can hope, right?
All right, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop.
My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen.
Yeah, see, and Akane's is the adventure, or is the novel screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Junpei's is the adventure screen. Yeah, I bet anything these were on the playing parallel on the separate screens on the DS, which, damn, that is a cool cool piece of storytelling that is confined solely to that specific generation of consoles.
I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Junpei had been gone for a while. His mind was gone, and I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face. A frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Oh, don't know what to do, kid.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really, but I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person. I hate you.
Oh my, how can we call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice, now is it? I'm quite fair, actually. I don't use tricks to play dirty. See, I haven't left you a way out.
A way out?
Do you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do it and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
Goodness, haven't you listened to anything I said? I told you I'm a fair man. Solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. Experiment is to deliver valid results. There must be a chance of success after all. which is what we were just talking earlier. If you succeed, you will escape. The verification function.
Verification function of the red? Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember, right? Right now, there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, the second is 3. Say it, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. I guess my bracelet showed a 5.
Of course it would be 5. It's Junpei's number.
Yeah.
So, it's an 8 door.
What?
Huh.
Why an 8?
No, it's not. I don't know how to math. Help me. I've mathed so much I can no longer math.
1 + 3 + 5 = 9. Ran to the door with the 9 on it. Grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. But once if you haven't solved the puzzle yet, you can't enter your number. What kind of a fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't. I don't know how.
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You don't understand, don't you? Access the morphogenic field and find the solution.
I can't.
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes. Imagine it'll be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room. Even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out. What was I going to do? I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, my knees weak, my arms were spaghetti, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself into pieces. Reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll that Junpei had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Me, Junpei. Help me, please. Help me. Help me.
So that's why Junpei is here.
Hmm.
Not because June wanted to see him one last time before she died. Because Junpei is the only one it can be.
That's why the machine here doesn't work, because it would let them escape without doing this. And that's why Santa would force them all in there and turn on the incinerator. He doesn't want to kill them. He wants to force them. He wants to force specifically Junpei to solve this puzzle.
To save Akane in the back. Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right. I guess I can't argue with that.
Junpei, 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 please. Help me, Junpei.
Akane.
Man, we have so much left.
The Akane.
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up. Just shut the hell up. Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here. Akane. Akane, can you hear me? Akane, say something. Oh, fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit. Akane, answer me. Akane.
Junpei? I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there. Junpei! I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane.
They are tossing. Oh, this would have been so effective on the. Oh, I'm almost sad that we're playing it now and not on the DS. Because this would have been cool as fuck.
Junpei!
That's her. She's there.
Then that means that...
Akane. Akane, are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know? Couldn't believe that he knew that.
Now I understand what Santa meant. Right, there's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane. I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes. Junpei, we don't have time! As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it. And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... 0 is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago.
Hey!
She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Junpei!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die, I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him.
All right, time to get to work. Junpei? Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay? Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, all right? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything, I'll just have to try it. Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Yeah! And we get one last shot of the Junpei eyes and the seek a way out.
Yeah. What? When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But this square at the bottom, why does it stay blank when I press hint?
So that one we can't move. So we have to make everything 9s around them. I see what it is. Okay, oh, I see what we're doing here. So, 8 and 1 is a 9, 6 and 3 is a 9.
Okay.
These are, I believe, what they add up to. What is S? I don't have time to figure out what that is. Give me some numbers I can...
What does R need to be to make that be a 9? Seems we've got 3s on both sides, so it should just be a simple swap. But we don't have a 6. Is A
R,
619?
so we need a letter that is...
Let's try putting one in. Piss. What about D? Okay.
I understand what the puzzle is. I just can't math this. There it is.
Why?
Yeah, why? That is a very good point. Because that's 18. 18. That's 9. Okay, cool. I get it.
It surrounds it on all
Yeah, it's
sides.
surrounding.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's
What can we make the P?
9. So P plus 8 is 6, right? So we need P to be either 3 more or 6 less.
Okay.
So we don't need to solve for either 3 more or 6 less, or get lucky? No.
Let's try an A. Bam.
There it is. Okay.
What about that S?
Okay, so A is what? 10?
Yeah.
That's 15, so S is 2. So we need a 3 here.
Did we just get it? Pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. Looks like I can turn them on and off. Then there is there some special meaning to there being 2 modes? What could it mean?
Okay, so that wasn't it.
Interesting. When I flip the hint off, all the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. Does that mean they're supposed to match? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. If I switch out a yellow square, the numbers that show up in the hint change too. It looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. For example, when I switch out 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2.
Okay, so we got this far, but I don't know what pattern we're supposed to make.
I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers.
So then what?
Well, let's keep turning the hint on and off and see if it explains more. The hint displays what the adjacent yellow squares add up to, so most of the answers should be 2 digits. But each square only has a single digit. They must be calculated in a different way. And digital roots? If they're digital roots, they'll always end up as 1 digit.
Okay.
Add the numbers, but there are letters here too. Wait, haven't I used letters as numbers before? A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12. Maybe I need to replace the letters with numbers.
But I don't know what we're supposed to make.
Yeah, let's keep clicking that hint until it gets past the bit we already figured out. I think I got the gist of the puzzle up top. I just need to make all the digital roots the same. But what number? Switching out a yellow square affects all hint squares around it. Wait, but one square doesn't get a hint number. The 9th spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. So the 9th square has a different rule. If only I knew what number goes here. What 9th square? Oh, on the, is it on the bottom, all the way on the right? Can we put something there? There's a mechanic that I am missing. Because it keeps talking about the one that doesn't change, the 9th on the bottom, and that's clearly an important thing, whatever it is, but what is it?
I don't...
If we hammer the hint a couple more times, does it say anything else? It doesn't.
That's literally all...
I'm changing so much it's just getting messy. Maybe I should reset. It'll set everything back to its original state. Oh, wait a second. When everything is in its original spot, something lines up in the bottom squares. It looks kind of like it should be a word.
Password? Oh, we eventually want to get all the letters down here to spell out password.
Oh!
Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Well, let's pull letters from up top until it spells password. If it's possible. Because we'll only be able to switch the 5 and the 1, right? So let's just switch the 5 and the 1 and just pull those letters and see.
Well, A is 0, so that's not gonna... We can't just substitute. We'd have to redo the puzzle from the top.
Yeah, but let's just pull them. Let's just pull them, see if it triggers anything once we've got them all. And we'll need to swap it for a digit. And then if we... Can we rearrange those in the bottom to spell password?
We can if we do it like this. Oh, also, it was still all 9s, which was nice. Right, because 10 is 1. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that still works up there.
Password. So close.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Password. Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? Oh my god, that was kind of opaque.
Okay. Success. Please enter password.
What? Is it password? Is it 9?
Is it? Please enter password.
Is it 9?
What were those numbers? Oh, 9. Okay. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Is that what it just said?
Yeah. Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, you really solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it.
Okay, I will. I hit the enter key. Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled. Junpei! It worked, it worked! The incinerator shut down, it worked! Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were in a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed onto the floor. And for a while I just lay there laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I am so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane. Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I know he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now... Well, Seven and Lotus didn't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys. Junpei, are you,
Are you alright?
Ah, shut it. Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Huh?
What?
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that... Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red, and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys, get to the door, run. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go. Quick, verify your numbers on the red.
Verify.
Ooh. What combination? All of us, we all need to verify.
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy. Time to go. Hurry, we've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go. Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead.
Oh.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh? Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but... Akane, can you hear me? Akane. I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing.
The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane.
Aoi! I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and I leapt into his arms.
Oh.
Oh, Aoi!
Akane.
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. It was a beat, almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tightly as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what it seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. When I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. None of the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Ah! I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who had called Seven 9 years in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again. Wow.
Oh, he was right. He sounded like the detective. It was time to get moving. Mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs into freedom.
Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Is Seven talking? Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something? What's up? That door, the one with the 9 on it, why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 equals 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened at all.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the one who taught me about the idea of bases. Bases? Yeah, what are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10? That goes from 0 to 9, right? Then how about base 16?
That's 0 through F. After 9, it starts at A, goes from there B, C, D.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
Q?
So, what about it? You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if we go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Numerical digits are the same. You see, I have alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, I is 19, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, I is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25. Yeah, and what comes after that?
Oh, fuck me. Q.
26. And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q, a fucking lowercase q. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air.
Okay. Who makes their cues that ambiguous, huh? Who
Me.
puts their cues that high above the line? Who doesn't add a little curly tail onto their cues, huh?
Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Whew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there. All right, I'm gonna open it.
How are we? Oh, that was the last puzzle there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more importantly than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now.
Great success.
I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. I gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I'm so happy it felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. Finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank.
Sank.
Huh. I guess they had to make a third one?
It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered. Yeah, it was over. It was finally over. Was it? Was it really over? I was wrong. Wasn't it at all? I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years.
Yes, finally, air. Ugh, damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait. No way. You have gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be. This is... They're in Nevada.
Oh, they were in the copy of the building because that one sank. So they were in Nevada. Shit, I should have put that together.
Yeah.
I should have put that together. God damn it. All the hints were there for that one. All right, fair play.
This is the building in the Nevada desert. The mock experiment building. Oh my god, this whole time we were in building Q. Do I need a passport? How am I gonna get home?
Wait,
I don't have a visa.
Wait, where do you live? Wait, Junpei, where do you live?
Japan, obviously, not Nevada.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yes. You know what? No, Zero would have gotten him the passport. There'd be like a bug out bag at the top.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise.
You know what? I never questioned they were on the boat because they started pumping the water in. Did they ever mention at one point before that the boat had sank? The original boat had sank?
No, however, there was always the thing like, oh, the boat is sinking and you've got to get out before it sinks. So, like, we should have been able to make the leap. What happened? Something would have had to make it not sink.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was
Yeah.
never a detonator to begin with.
Yeah! Woo!
Figures. Akane.
Junpei.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind.
Is that roll credits?
Maybe. But there'll clearly be a post-credit stinger.
What a fucking great game! Oh, I loved this!
This
was
was unexpectedly awesome.
So good!
I expected it to be pretty good. But I didn't expect fucking amazing. And
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Oh my god, I loved this game. This was so good. I saw your name go by, Kotaro Uchikoshi. Yeah. You take your bow. This is... Oh, man. I'm so glad that we found the chance to get this in on the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Because after playing this, after finally playing the Somnium Files games, I've been fully turned on to his writing now, and I just can't. Oh, I can't put it down. This was fantastic. And to think this was on the DS originally, I can't believe this didn't get. Well, I mean, I then again, I wasn't fully aware of it, but I can't believe this didn't get more like. How is this not more than just a cult classic?
Yeah.
Right? Like this feels like what would have been one of like. Oh man, maybe I'm just having so much fun with it now that we've been fully mystery pilled. Is that what you're calling it? But God, and I feel really good about how we did with it too.
Yeah.
The mystery aspect of it, I feel like we did fairly well. We didn't get everything, but we managed to get the biggest thing, June being 0, before we started the final route.
Yep.
Which I think was pretty cool.
Are you okay?
Oh no, this is.
Are you okay?
Aw, come on. This is nothing.
You really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay, though. It's just before the end of elementary school. Junpei and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Well, let's see. Looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and,
Ow, 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 ow.
See, I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Junpei. That's scary. I don't care what that online quiz you took says.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit. Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death. Hey, shut it. I can't help it if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law. He doesn't have an international license. Yeah, but you could have sit in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There is no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down the road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we gotta hurry if we want to catch him, don't we?
Sure thing.
She's 18. She has a license.
Oh, shit. God damn it. She doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust.
It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kit in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Junpei ran up to them, furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
And then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. Help me, officer, please, you have to come with me. Policeman and I headed back to the hill. What we found was Junpei sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps. You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me? I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty?
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester, remember?
You mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
I forgot about the bunnies.
He plucked some of the grass from the ground and tossed it to the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. Then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas? Why don't you ask him yourself? Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion.
They left him alive.
He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
Yeah. I wanted to see the faces. Human faces. What if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set? I could see faces. Peering into people's minds, you can understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yeah, if you want to put it simply, yeah. If you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. Human collective consciousness is,
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
Fuck off!
All right, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that? Well, see, 9 years ago after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice. You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Sounds like Hongo has something to say. All right, fine. I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There's nothing in it but the foot of a peculiar plant. The root of a peculiar plant. Research determined it was the member of the genus Mandragora of the family Solanaceae. Someone to extract a particular alkaloid from it. They used that extract to create soparil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
It's a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Oh,
did we
shit.
swap it?
Yep, go ahead.
Here, this is for you.
Oh, what is this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm to me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm. Junpei, are you sure it's a for you doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so. That means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Oh, what? That's... Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like one. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after June we aren't going to get to see each other too much? I mean, we're going to be in different schools, and, I just thought I'd,
Okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So,
Okay.
okay.
All right. They're kids, but all right.
Oh, Junpei. That's going to be really problematic when you... I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently. Thank you so much, Junpei. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell into June's tiny yarn body. Junpei, I'll never forget you, I promise. Junpei looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and still we didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on.
There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago?
Because you couldn't have done that unless she was there to help, but she would have had to have lived already.
All right, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense.
Or maybe he was always going to do it. It's a stable time loop scenario.
Yeah. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. He couldn't. Hey, look, over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh?
What? What the fuck? Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
Is that Alice? The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was.
What the absolute fuck? What the absolute fuck kind of ending is that?
It's a new Chikoshi ending. Don't worry about it. At least it wasn't a musical. And the achievement is don't forget your towel.
Alrighty.
Wow. Oh, what a game.
What a fucking game.
What a fucking game. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm glad we got to play this game so much. I had such a wonderful time with this. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share with everyone before we call it a day? Our series. End the sode, as it were.
I love how, despite like all of this and the resolution at the end, Akane totally did plan a death game and get 3 people killed, but it's fine.
It's fine, though.
Yeah, it's
Akane
fine
did
and
nothing
okay.
wrong. I think we can all agree here. And that Akane has done nothing wrong. And I want to point out, this doesn't even fall under like the APR's noted love for terrible girls and women fallacy, right?
Yeah.
Like this isn't just about us loving terrible women. She did nothing wrong. And Santa too, I guess. I wonder what they're up to at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And what was with June feeling sick all that time then?
I wonder if it's because of like the farther we get away from the timeline where Junpei can solve it, the more tenuous June's existence gets. And that's why when she dies, she doesn't just die, she fucking disappears. Because she's dying, Junpei gets up to try and look around and looks back and there's nobody fucking there. That happened a couple times, right?
Yeah.
So that's my theory. She is the farther Junpei is from getting it and saving her, the more tenuous her existence is.
Huh.
That's my theory.
But then why did she disappear when he was getting the closest he's ever been towards the very end of the game in the incinerator there?
I don't know.
Huh. Anyway, I ship it.
And she appeared again, but outside of it, right? If that's to be believed, that Santa and June are driving away right now.
Yeah. So
is there just another secret
exit? Did she just
exit?
make a quick escape, or
Maybe.
I don't fucking know. Someone in the comments can tell us. All right. I hope you all had a good time. We will obviously play more Uchikoshi games in the future, and we'll be playing more mysteries in the future.
Yeah.
So please look forward to those. If you love the series, please give a like, comment, and a subscribe. And we'll see you next time, everyone.
Peace.
Bye.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.